This lesson is for a sloth drawing tutorial. For this lesson, you need a 12 by 18 piece of drawing paper, a ruler, and a pencil. If you don't have 12 by 18 paper, use what you have available, and then you'll just have to accommodate the size of your drawing. So to get started, we're going to draw a branch at the top of the page. For those of you who want to measure, my branch is going to start at about 2 inches down from the top of the paper. Now I'm going to draw heavy with my pencil. When you draw, I want you to draw light. That way if you need to erase, it'll be easier to erase those lines. So I'm just going to draw a light area here because I'm going to add my sloth's body to it. But I do want my branch to go all the way across and fall off on the other side of the page. I think I'm even going to make my branch come up just a little bit to give it some height. And then have a few little limbs coming off on the side. So your branch should look something like that. Our next step is going to be to draw the sloth's head. So for the sloth's head, it's going to be on the left-hand side of my page. I measured down at about 5.5 inches for the top of my sloth's head. And then what I want you to do is just lightly draw a circle. Where your sloth's head is going to go. And we'll shape that a little bit here in a minute. So make sure you draw light. So I have my circle on my page. The next thing I'm going to do, I just want to shape the head up just a little bit so it's not quite so round. So my head for my sloth is going to come up a little bit higher than my circle. And then I'm also going to shape out some cheeks. So it's not quite so round. Like that. So I've just taken my original circle and then come in just a little bit on the side so that you can round out for a cheek. And then I did the same thing over here on this side. When you like the shape of your head, then you can go back and draw it a little bit darker, but I do recommend drawing light first in case you have to do any erasing. Now once I get the shape of my head, I'm going to go back and erase that circle that I started with, just to have some clean lines of where the sloth's head will be. So for the sloth's chin, I'm just going to come down on the inside of that circle a little bit lower than where the circle would go. And I'm going to round that up to the top where it will go around his eyes. And then the same thing on the other side. So that's the start to my sloth's face. Now, on the left-hand side, your sloth is going to have a neck that comes down. And we'll draw the body here in just a few minutes after we do some face details.